Hi everyone. Today I'm just going to demonstrate how to make this orange beaded flower with wire, and it's optional to have a little piece of felt on the back, and then you will have a pin that you can wear in support of Truth and Reconciliation Day. But you can always check my videos on YouTube for this one if you'd like. So the supplies you're going to need is your package of beads, your bar pin, and some wire, and optional if you want to put a felt backing on. So the wire that I have done is about 35 inches long, and I'm folding it exactly in half. And then you will use 1/2 to form the bottom layer of your flower, because there's 6 rows on the bottom and then there's 5 rows on top. If you want to, so you don't worry about where your center is, you can temporarily string it through the center hole on the bar pin, and then you could just do a little temporary tie there. Okay, and it just kind of will make a little stopper for when you're putting your beads on temporarily. Okay, so then all you do is you get your beads and start stringing them on. I was doing between 15 and 18. You just choose a number and then string that exact number on for each petal on the bottom row. And then for the top row, you'll do 4 to 5 beads less, so that the petals are slightly smaller on the upper level. So I've got, okay, so I put 18 on. And then all you do is you bend it into a petal shape. And then you twist the wire at the bottom 2 pieces. The first one is the hardest one because you don't have anything there. Okay, so there's your first one. And then now if you want, you can take your pin off or just keep going. Okay, so I have 18 on here, and I'm going to make the second petal. It's just the same thing. You bring it into a petal shape and then twist it 2 or 3 times. And there we have 2 petals now. Okay, I've jumped ahead, put 18 more on. I've taken the pin thing off now so that it's not in my way. And then I'll twist another one. And then we have 3 more to go. And keep in mind that your wire is going to get shorter, so make sure you keep using the shorter one and you're saving the longer one for when you get to the top. Okay, so I'm actually on my last one now. Well, the last of the bottom row anyways. So I'm going to make my last petal here. Twist it, and then figure out where it's going to go in the row. And actually I twisted that one. There was one bead that wasn't. Okay, there, that should be a better twist now. Okay. Alright, so then you can form this however you want it for your bottom row. So that you have 6 petals on the bottom. And don't worry about this extra piece, we're going to use it to poke through the felt later. and through the pin as well. This and this will both go through. But now you can start on the next layer. So I think I'm going to leave that pin, keep calling it a pin, the wire coming out the bottom, and bring this one up to the top. I've already put on, I was doing 18, now I'm going to add 13, just to make the top row a little smaller, and just keep doing the same thing. Just make petals, pull them as tight as you can before you start twisting, make a little loop. And I notice that that bottom one always tries to go below the twist, so just kind of got to check on that before you do it. Okay, so there we go. So I've started with another petal, a little bit smaller than the other ones, and then I'm just going to do 5. See, like this one had the 5 at the top, and then when I'm done that, I'll come back on to show you how to finish. Okay, so here we are now, and I've done 5 loops on the top row, and I've got my leftover wire here, and I'm just going to make a little center piece. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can just make like a little knot in the center. On this one, I just use the same color beads. On this one, I'm going to try adding maybe some white beads for the center. So I put 3 more beads on. And what I'm going to do is take this piece of wire and push it back down through the center so that it comes down through the bottom like the leftover other piece. So that's going to come through to join the other piece at the bottom. And you can put however many you want in the center. I'm just using 3 in this example. Okay, and then what we're going to do is twist the leftover piece from the bottom half with the top half here. Twist it tight a couple times. And now you can form the petals how you like, and you can keep it like this if you'd want, and wire on a pin to the back, or if you want to put a piece of felt behind like I did on this one. There's some white ones and some black ones that I made. I even made a green one. It's up to you. I used the actually used the Cricut machine to cut these out for me, which was handy. I'm going to use a black one this time. So just take the leftover wires that you have here, and actually this is the time where I guess you could clip these a little bit more even. So just take some wire cutters and maybe make that shorter, so now they're the same. Okay, and then you can just use the end of this to push right through the middle of the felt. Actually, last time I made the other one, I think I just took the pin and used it to make myself a hole. It actually worked quite nicely. Actually, it's easier if you just do one at a time. Now I have to remember, I don't know where I did the hole now, so I gotta do it again. Poke the hole. Okay, there it goes. There goes the first one. There goes the second one. And we can finish pushing it all the way through. Just pull it all the way through. And then you're going to take your pin and you're going to put your glue on the back of the pin. Don't put it on the center hole because you're going to be putting the wire through the center hole. So you can put the glue on the other half of it. Oops. Try not to touch it. Okay. There we go. Okay. Then on the center hole, I'm going to put it right through. Alright, now you can push down the part that has glue onto the felt. And then, now you can just twist this. Okay, when you twist it as tight as you want it, then you can just snip off the edges. So you don't want to have it this long. There you go, and then you just have like a little small piece left, which you can bend downwards so it won't poke into you. Try to make it as flat as possible so there's no sharp edges. Maybe reposition your pin if it's moved a bit. And then you're just going to let this dry. And there you have it. When this dries, it should stay on here nicely. And then you can position everything again on top. You can bend these upwards a bit if you want, this middle 5, and you can play around with the lower level, bend them how you like it, until you have one that you like. Okay, so I'm actually changing my mind. I've taken it apart and taken the white ones off. And I'm going to put black ones on because it'll go better with the black background. And instead of putting 3 on, I am going to put 5 and make a circle with them instead. Like just make kind of like a loop before I take the end of this and thread it back down into the middle again. Okay, here's what it looks like with the black now. And again, I used 5 beads for the center instead of 3, but really it's up to you. And here's the one where I just used the same color. And I just wanted to let you know that I do have my tutorial up on how to make the fully beaded orange shirt. If you want to go look at my other videos. And I am planning on doing orange shirt earrings as well. They're going to be using Delica beads. But this project here is more for intermediate and adults, and so will my Delica earrings. They will also be definitely for adults and upper secondary. Oh, I almost forgot that I also will be uploading this soon. How to do a little orange shirt using beads and safety pins. And this one will be a much easier project for younger grades because I know that we are definitely in need of some more projects for the younger elementary age. These ones I glued together so that they're not dangly, in case you're wondering why it's so solid. It'll be similar to the one we did with the heart, but then I thought, hey, I could probably design this as a t-shirt. So I did design a template and I will be uploading that soon. So stay tuned for that and subscribe because then you'll be notified when I do upload these new projects as I do them. Thank you very much, everybody, and till next time.